going on, everybody? How y'all doing? How your mom and them? What's up? Man, it is cold. It is 29 degrees here, which I'm sure it's colder in other parts of the world right now, but 29 is pretty chilly.
It's a bit nipply outside.
Hey, Caden, how you doing, bud? I'm hoping that blood sugar's staying lower now, hopefully. Freaking in and out of the hospital every 5 minutes. It's not good. Not good. Yeah, 29 degrees, man. That's definitely not flying weather. I mean, I guess other people could fly in that, but not me, not this boy right here.
No, but you bought a snowsuit and you have thermals and you have a heated coat.
Yeah,
and you will not fly if it is below 75 degrees.
Once again, I avert to having a
Your
four-wheel
thin-ass
drive.
skin. Mm-hmm.
And you got the four-wheel drive, but you might not ever use it. And I got those clothes, and I may not use those to fly in, but I have them in case I have to. It's just, the way I see it is if you're not going to enjoy it, then why do it? And when it's cold like that, I wouldn't enjoy it. I'd be freezing, and I mean, it wasn't even that cold that last flight I did, but I ended up landing because it was cold. So yeah, I could see it. I mean, I was in t-shirt and shorts, but still. Yeah, we had some drinks out in the car. I was kind of worried about them exploding because of how cold it was.
You were not worried about them exploding. You completely forgot they existed.
Yeah, that's the problem. I forgot. Well, hello, Roden. Did you see Dro was on the Aviator Show channel? I was like, what? They actually interviewed Dro, Paramotor IRL, for those that don't know. He was on the last video that Aviator just put up, talking about his video equipment and how he set it up. I was like, that's pretty cool. I'm glad he got on there.
I'm really surprised they didn't explode, considering it's been in the 20s.
Yeah, those drinks somehow made it. It may be because of the fact that
God, I forgot to stir that.
It didn't stay in the 20s that long, and then I drove to work, which heated the car up. I don't know, but when I took them out tonight, I didn't need no ice for the drink really, because it was ice cold already.
Still need to stir it.
Yeah, you still need to stir it. Hello, Breeze.
Hey, Breeze.
Yeah, Christmas is getting close, guys. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but usually my paycheck at the beginning of the month goes towards mortgage, and in the middle of the month is when I have a little spending money that I'm going to have to use for Christmas.
Hey, Peanut.
And that's going to really put things down to the wire here. I don't like that. But it's the way it is, especially when you don't have, extra income. When you're living like on a budget, which we're on a budget, especially me. So yeah, I can't.
Lots of people are on a budget, but
yeah, Shane, I hope y'all have a great time on the cruise. I mean, why wouldn't you? I've always wanted to do something similar to that, not necessarily a cruise. It could even be a flight. I'd love to go from, like, when it's in the 20s here, fly down to the Bahamas where it's baking hot, and then come back home and it'd be freezing cold. That would just be...
I don't want to go anywhere where it's baking hot. I don't do heat.
I know you don't do heat, but heat doesn't bother me that much. I mean, I don't like sweating to death. As long as there's AC inside, I'm good.
Well, when I pass out, you can just carry my fat ass around in the hot sun.
No, you might catch on fire. You'll catch on fire. All of your shopping was done by Thanksgiving. Wow, Frankenmeiser. Well, we procrastinate a lot. Don't really make any list per se. I got Munchkin to make a list. So
what are you talking about? I made a list. And my shopping, the only things I have left to get is I have to get 2 Starbucks gift cards.
Yeah.
And I have to get 1 or 2 more gifts for the small people. So I was going to go to Five Below. And kids, I mean, A
Uh-oh.
1-year-old and a 3-year-old are way
Vector
easier
has
to shop
perched
for.
himself off of his charger again. Oh, I forgot that battery that was dead is now charged. I forgot to put it back in. Go to Phoenix. People spontaneously combust there.
I would
you
be
know
one of
what?
them.
I've seen some videos on that. I'm like, okay, spontaneous human combustion. Okay, that's really strange. I'm the kind of friend that would hold Munchie's head so she don't overheat. Overheat in the
Who
heat.
said that?
Shane.
You know, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to being waterboarded if it's too hot out there.
Oh, that's pretty funny. And I don't put it past Shane either. He's like, don't worry, I'll get you cooled off.
Mm-hmm.
I got I have a soldering station, but I needed that soldering station has actually got a pretty thick tip on there, and Amazon had a sale. I think it was Amazon. Yeah, it was Amazon. They had a sale
So
on.
he has blown out of the water the whole "don't buy shit"
Well,
after Thanksgiving for yourself. He's just chopping away.
This is a little cordless soldering iron, which has got a very sharp tip. I put that rubber thing on there. Pay no attention to that, but it's got a little sponge here so you can clean off the tip, and it came with some tweezers, and it came with a solder sucker, which I thought was pretty cool, and it was cheap. So I was like, yeah, my soldering station cost twice as much as that did. So yeah, it's nice, isn't it, Bill? I mean, for soldering small stuff, LED lights, any kind of little circuit boards, it would be great for that. It also, I don't know if you can see in the back here, it's got temperature settings. So it goes from 390 up to 840 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's USB-C rechargeable. It heats up fast. I will tell you that. It heats up really fast. So it's pretty cool. All the tips are in the base. I didn't show you that. Let me move this stuff out of the way. So the base itself has one of those little push-in deals. You press this in, this slides out, and then your tips are down in there. There's a bunch of tips in there. There's 4, I think. 4 tips. There's 2 flat ones, 2 pokey ones. And this actually will move. It clicks, kind of like a ratchet, so you can move it around whichever direction. I didn't know Fantic made a soldering station. They're coming out with those little small screwdrivers all the time. You see those in Sam's and on Amazon and Costco, but I didn't know they had a soldering station. It looks cool. So when I need to do small soldering work, I'm going to be using that. If it's something that is a lot bigger, then I don't mind using the other one. I have a good soldering station for that, which I use it enough that warranted me getting this one, because I like something portable. I could take that to work if I needed to and solder something. So just the tip.
We work for an attorney's office. What the hell are you going to be soldering there?
Did I not just redo the lights in that thing?
Did you need to solder those?
I could have, but I didn't need to. I thought I was going to have to replace the
Again?
ballast.
What would you be soldering?
If it had a ballast inside the light, which it does, there's lots of tiny electrical components on the ballast that I could have soldered. But considering the fact that he has switched to LED lights, and I didn't even know that, we don't need to worry about the ballast. If the ballast goes out, I'll just take the ballast completely out and then run it directly, because those lights will run either way. Conical and chisel. Yeah, I didn't. T-Bolt, what's going on? I never even thought about trying to figure out the names of the tips there, Scott. What's up, Linda?
Kramer wants to know how long it lasts between charges.
You know, that's a good question, Kramer. I have not, I think it said 2 hours before you have to recharge it. I guess it depends on what temperature you set it to. I'll have to look back in the
Hey, Neil.
directions to see what the, here's the directions. What do you know? Because I don't know how long it lasts. Do not operate, blah, blah, blah. Insert, press and hold. Yeah, I know how to turn it on. Let's see if it says the light is white when fully charged. When the voltage is lower than 3.4 volts, it will automatically shut down. That does not tell me the time. Yeah, it doesn't say how long it stays charged. Unfortunately, I think it did on the listing, but I don't want to go back and bore you with that. 2 hours is a bit optimistic. I think so too, Scott. That's why I say I don't know. Let me see. I will see if I can check something. If I don't search my orders, the FANTTIK. There it is. 7 seconds fast heating time. Does it say how long that it stays? Up to 60 minutes at 840 degrees. So, there's that up to. It can last up to an hour, Kramer. There's your answer. It doesn't say it lasts an hour. It says lasts up to 60 minutes on a full at the highest Fahrenheit, 840 Fahrenheit. So that is pretty good. I think I'm not going to run it at 840 anyway. Shane, you're 5 minutes, man. Come on. Let's get your battery.
Jade.
Let's get your battery right.
Why do they do this every Friday?
The cats?
Mm-hmm.
Because they have bothered me all day long. It's your turn. Especially that one that you have right now. Because she was in my lap over and over and over today, just wanting pets. Pet me more, pet me more. Then she would jump down for about 10 minutes and then come right back. Hey, Jade, how you doing?
Can you not do the claws? That hurts.
I'm wondering how Jade's been getting along. Is she getting any
Linda.
phantom pains or anything like that yet? I mean, I couldn't even imagine what that would be like. So, I mean, but I'm hoping that her quality of life is better. That's the main thing, having a better quality of life. I mean, for me, I'd be like, well, I can either hurt like hell every day, or I can feel good every day. So, there you go.
Why are you staring
Yeah, I
at
was
me?
I was
The other way.
surprised to see Dro on a live show. Got the flu. You still have in your invisible foot. Yeah, Aries talked a lot about that because Aries had his leg amputated at the knee,
Mhm.
and he talks about his phantom leg pain all the time. And now he's got a freaking really expensive prosthetic that's got like hydraulics in it and stuff. He's like a test subject, so he gets that stuff paid for, which is great, but not so great for everybody else that has
Well,
to pay for
hopefully
those
that
things. Oh my
that
God.
mirror therapy works.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
The 18th, you get the practice one. Jeez, I can't even talk. First week of January. Well, daggone, that's pretty quick, Jade. That's pretty quick. That is awesome. So you will have a happy new year. The mirror works some, yeah. I've saw that Munchkin was showing me that where people use mirrors and it somehow helps. I guess it tricks your brain.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but
So,
she's been up our ass a lot lately, Neil, for no reason. She went from being very aloof to stuck to you like glue.
so I saw Mick posted a video today. He is shutting his channel down
Why?
because YouTube has cracked down and it no longer will monetize his channel because of the vape content. Now, my channel is like, yes, it's that, but it's a bit of everything. I haven't been particularly targeted, probably because I have such a low subscriber count. I think once you start getting noticed more, that's when the bot starts
Well,
attacking
I
you.
think it's because your show is different. You're not doing reviews of products.
Yes, I am not. That is true. I don't really review products, especially for companies, except for I have done some Yeehee stuff in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, but it's not a constant thing.
Well, and
Um,
you're doing 2-hour live shows. You're not doing 20-minute reviews,
yeah, I don't
you
think the
know.
live shows get struck on as hard as actual videos. You know, like you post a 5 minute video about
Mm-hmm.
whatever product, they're gonna come after you then. So, um,
I mean, the way I've always seen it, if you can make money off YouTube, great, but don't rely on it. Don't expect that
wow.
to last forever. It's just a bonus.
I didn't know her femur was still broke. That sucks, Jade. I thought that was all fixed. Well,
That's one of
hopefully,
the hardest bones in the body. I would
yeah,
imagine as hard as it is to break it, it's just as hard to fix it.
yeah, hard, yeah. Wow.
Kitty.
Yeah, we don't want YouTube looking at us, and I just don't want to go over to Rumble or whatever. I've already moved from one network over to YouTube, and I was like, YouTube, at least people can find you there. The other one is so, it's just, nobody's going to find you there because normal people are not, you don't have like a Rumble app on your TV. Like YouTube is on
Mm-hmm.
everything, on all phones and computers all over the place. Consoles, they're all over the place. Creed,
Mm-hmm.
congratulations, Creed.
You let him share his own
I will
news.
let him share his own news, but I will just tell Creed congratulations. Um, oh, does he? Does he, Cloud Chucker? Cloud Chucker, that's awesome, man. I did not know Mick. Yeah, Mick had. I think Mick did have another channel, and I think I already subscribed to it actually.
Is that where the knife review was?
Yeah, because there was a Breeze was in here. Creed, I don't know if Breeze is still in here. Breeze, you still here? I need to turn on live chat instead of top chat first. There we go. Is Breeze still around, or does she go make a drink? There she is. Breeze is here.
I'm very disturbed that the fireplace behind me is not lit.
I know, right? Well, find one that's got a lit fireplace. Well, that's a still picture instead of a
Yeah,
actual
but
moving picture.
still, that's
Which
not the point.
I know I can put moving pictures on behind me, and I don't know about your PC if it can handle it, but
I mean, I'm not the one broadcasting, but I'd have to pull up and do my video through OBS to do that.
oh, it's brand new. Oh, Apple TV has a Rumble app. I did not know that, Scott. Shane, are you going to make a cooking channel, or are you going to make a how to build an outdoor kitchen channel? What kind of channel are you thinking about making? I mean, of course, by all means, make a second channel as long as you think you can dedicate time to put into it. You get out what you put into it. A travel channel, you could do that, especially if you're going to be doing some traveling. Why not? Thanks, Cloud Chucker, for the link. I will check it out later. If he's got another one, I'll find it.
Yay!
Uh-oh. Creed has spilled the beans.
Mm-hmm.
For those that are not paying attention to chat right now and just listening,
He got
Creed-
Shauna where he wanted her.
Creed is getting married. Yay!
Well, hello there, Will.
Will said, I got several channels. Will's got a Dairy Queen channel. He's got his Will Fly channel that he never posts videos to. He's got a What Will Does in His Van channel.
Nobody wants to know what Will does in his van.
He's
with
got
his wiener.
a Black Wiener channel. He's got all that.
So, should I drive to North Carolina and pay $125 for a lizard?
Okay.
its
Yeah,
tank.
what do you guys think? Munchkin loves pretty much any kind of exotic animal that you can think of.
Even unexotic ones.
It could be unexotic. She likes skunks and raccoons and you name it, she likes it. What's that? What's the small thing you like? The furry one?
The Hyrax?
A Hyrax.
They're not very small, but
So
sure.
she wants a bearded dragon. And there is a bearded dragon in North Carolina that Will could stop by and get for us, but he's not going to do that. So we're going to have to drive down to North Carolina to pick up said bearded dragon. That does come with a tank and lights and stuff for the bearded dragon.
Well, I'm not going to strap him to the roof of the truck, Bill.
Yeah, I thought about that too, Bill, as far as it getting cold on the way home.
I mean, as long as he's not too bitey, I could just stick him in my shirt.
Where in North Carolina? I
can't remember the name of the town, but it's on the border. It's not anywhere near Charlotte.
Oh yeah, it's not that far for us actually. It's almost 2-hour drive.
2 hours, yeah.
Yeah, it's not that bad for us. I'm thinking we have the portable power supply, so depending on how much wattage those lights take, I can just plug them in. It could still be heating up under the heat lamps in the car. So I don't foresee the bearded dragon getting too cold. Lots of fruits and veggies.
This one they said he's about a year old. He just doesn't have time to take care of him. He said he's not hand tame, but he's not aggressive, which I don't think I've ever met an aggressive beardy.
Well, how long do they live? What was it?
12 to 15 years in captivity.
12 to 15 years. I thought that like that I had a rhino iguana, and that son of a gun was not friendly. He was never friendly. I mean, if you catch him on a good day, he would sit still, but most days he would smack you with that tail and literally rip your skin open. I mean, hardcore slap. They do. I know, but I didn't realize a tail could.
They can fuck you up with that tail.
Break diamonds.
That's their really only line of defense, is that tail whip.
Yeah.
Get a pot-bellied pig. I don't think the cats would appreciate that.
Yeah.
And that's another animal that I have to take outside to let it use the bathroom.
It would go all over the house. We got enough problems with that already. Although she's been doing a lot better the last few days for some reason. I think we got onto her enough. She's finally like, okay.
The safe pilot is on. I don't know why you're not getting the data.
Did she say as long as it's not too bitty, I'll put it in my shirt?
Bitey, not bitty,
oh.
bitey.
She's a winner.
Yeah, and I've had geckos before, but I've never had
a bearded dragon.
I've never had a bearded dragon, and they are super cute. And yeah.
Well, whoa, I didn't mean to type in all caps. Goodness gracious. All right, we're all in the mod heist now. I should have filled the car up. I don't know who is not going to make it in. 12 ball pythons and a Bernese python sleeping in our room back in the day. Goodness gracious. Did you have enough snakes, Shane? That's 13 snakes. Scuba takes the last seat. So I don't know if Munchkin got in on that.
Yeah, I got in before you did.
Not on my screen.
I've never been bit by an iguana, but I have been tail whipped by them.
Hey, Chevy.
Hey Chevy, how you doing?
Y'all want some snow? I got 4.5 feet of it. Goodness gracious, Chevy. Yeah, we got no snow. We didn't even get flurries, man. We won. We won. You made it to speed. We got away with some vicious ants. I got 100,000. Yeah, boy. The Burmese was eating 13-pound rabbits. Dadgum.
Yeah, that's what Gomez used to eat. He was a 15-foot Burmese python. I could not pick him all the way up. I could only pick up like his head and half of his body and just drag the rest behind me.
Creed said they're still in shorts. Man, it is 29 degrees here. It is a little chilly for shorts.
Mm-hmm.
I actually went out there barefoot earlier to grab those drinks, and I thought my feet were gonna freeze off. Yeah, it's cold outside. So, but the way the Virginia, and y'all can watch any of those weathermen on YouTube or your own local news. If you see any snow coming towards Virginia, right when it hits the state line, it fades away. It will not make it past the mountains into Virginia. Yet it'll snow down in North Carolina, no problem.
It depends on which direction it's coming from. If it's coming straight from the west, but if it's coming down from more north, it will come in.
If it comes straight north, but it usually comes at a northeast angle, which hits the left-hand side of Virginia, and it hits those mountains and disappears. It's like a force field.
I believe they call that the western side. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the western side. If it hits that, it's like a force field going around our state, and no snow.
We do get snow. It snowed while the first year you were here. It snowed.
Yeah, I mean, we got lucky that time. I don't know if it's luck or not. I'd like to have some snow, even if it's just like 2 inches. I'd be happy with that. It doesn't have to, snow 6 feet or anything like that.
The more snow there is, the safer it is, to be honest.
67's not bad. I
2
could
inches
definitely
would
go for some
fuck
67.
some shit up around here. Just be enough for everybody to be sliding all over the damn place.
They have a fireplace, but no heat on. No, the heat's on this one. Well, it's not on right now, but it actually does a good job of heating up the living room. Our fireplace is very similar to the one you have, Shane.
I know African geckos.
But ours is built into a TV stand that has no TV on it. It's just a big cabinet with a fireplace.
Teeny little tiny razor sharp teeth, so it's like getting bit by a razor blade. That hurts. Actually, it didn't hurt. I didn't feel it at all. I just saw a lot of blood.
Yeah, 12 is cold.
My finger sliced open.
You get snow from coastal storms. That's a weird thing. We saw on one of the forecasts that the eastern shore was getting snow, but we weren't. So technically, if we were at that fly-in right now, we may have snow over there on the eastern shore, but not here. And that's a lot of water around there, so it could dump snow on the eastern shore.
Yeah.
Just not here.
It will snow. Chill.
I'm not worried. I mean, usually if we get it, it's not till like mid-January anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't snow very often.
And even March usually stays cold until you get
to
the
it snowed here in April before.
Very end of March, and that's when it starts to warm up. So it'll still be cold when we go down to Florida in March. Hopefully everything's ready and set to go by then, but yeah. time marches on, and it's catching up quick, and I'm like trying to go, okay, what do I need to get done?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I got to lose some weight because damn, when I saw that scale, I was like, that can't be right. I mean, I usually don't weigh with all my clothes on and stuff, which I did, and I knew I was going to be heavier, but not that much heavier. Damn. I guess I should weigh without this, all them clothes. I mean, I had on everything, probably
How
steel
much
toe boots
shit
too.
did you have in your pockets?
Well, I had on my coat, pants, everything. I'm pretty sure I had on my steel toe boots.
8 pounds of mods.
So those boots are pretty heavy too. So what do you think the scale was thinking? It was thinking, please don't crack. Please don't crack.
Get off
Because
me.
that scale is glass. So it's very possible it could break. They are hard to see. So I have a bunch of juice coming in. Hasn't got here yet. Munchkin and I are fighting over deliveries now because she has stuff coming in, I have stuff coming in, and it's like, okay, can we even look
None
at
of
the
us can check
box?
Amazon to see what it is.
Yeah, well, neither one of us want to look at Amazon to see what it is, even though everything that we've got hasn't come from Amazon. But don't want to look because don't want to spoil anything. So
No, and I was watching you on the camera. He walked up the steps holding a piece of paper in front of his face.
oh,
'Cause
you
I
were
told him-
watching me?
I
See?
told him not to make eye contact with the box on the porch.
And I did not make eye contact with the box on the porch.
Yes, you didn't wonder why I was asking why you were sitting in your car for so long?
Yeah. I didn't know you was watching the whole time. Yeah, I sat in my car because I was watching something on YouTube. I don't know what it was. But I was letting it finish before I went in the house. I figured, oh, maybe you'd be home. But no, I wasn't going to stay out there that
No,
long.
I'm not cleaning up dog shit, and I do not want to come in and smell the smell of 8 hours worth of dog shit being stomped around in the kitchen.
200 pounds.
No.
You got 7 more days. Yeah, the only way you can lose that is if you go on keto right this second. You might
No,
lose 15
men are
pounds.
like, I stopped swallowing my spit and stopped drinking the 5th soda every day, and I've lost 15
that's what
pounds.
I'm saying. But you lose that initial weight right off the bat, and then the rest of it comes off slowly. But I know when I first start keto, I'll drop 20 pounds right off the bat, and then after that, it's slow, like a pound a week, maybe 2 pounds a week after that.
We don't want to talk about that. You can just shut up right now.
What's up, King Cobra? It's been on North Cali 7.0 earthquake. Wow, and a tsunami warning. That gum, man. What's going on in Cali?
Yeah, see, I'll just wait to drink every night until 8.
It does no
And,
good
you
if
know,
you wait
the
till
fucked up
8.
thing is that would probably work.
Now, if he waits every night till 8 to start drinking, it doesn't do any good if you triple up on the drinking from 8 to whatever, 8 to midnight. Like, well, since I didn't drink until 8, I'm going to drink 50 in 3 hours. I don't know if that's going to work out that well.
That would be very hard to do.
I don't know. Shane can put some away, and I didn't even try and keep track of what he was drinking, but I'm pretty sure, considering what he said when he asked, hey, do you know what beer this is? And he's like, yeah, this is number 48 or something. I'm like, holy crap, dude. Where the hell are all the cans going? Hey, darn thing won 24 coins. Look at there. Oh, well, if you did that, hey, Shane, you know what? The good thing about that, if it's proven to work, then you know it works. But that was in a month. So you got 7 days. So how are you going to do that? Do you have to stop drinking at 4? I don't know. What's up, Southpaw? Very good, Shane. Only 10 this week. I'm not a beer drinker. I mean, I do. Don't get me wrong. If that's what I have, I'll drink beer, but I just like liquor because it's quicker, I guess. I used to hate beer when I was younger. When I was of drinking age, I just didn't really care for beer. It took a while to even develop a taste for it.
I only like beer if I'm eating hot wings.
Hot wings, yeah, hot wings and beer, pizza and beer, good stuff, man. That's a good
Weren't
time
you
to have
just
beer.
up here, ma'am?
There you go. That's a good question, Chevy.
What's going on out there?
Well, that wasn't a question. It was really a statement.
Hey, Becca.
Becca. It's not even hard. Not even working out. I'll be 200 pounds. Oh, you know what? That Shane, just considering that we're about the same height, when I get down to 200 pounds, it looks like I'm on crack. I mean, I look too skinny for my body frame.
I don't agree with that.
You don't?
No.
I look at my arms and they look like there's no meat on them, and that looks unhealthy to me. 205 is okay, but 200, when I got down to 200, I never saw 199, but I saw 200, and I just looked too skinny. I didn't want to go any further.
That's
when I got back off the diet and was like, I need to put some of this weight back on. I didn't intend to put this much back on, but there it is. Let the summer do it to you.
I'm preparing for the apocalypse.
I mean, I get too heavy, I'm going to have to change a hang point on my freaking paramotor because it's going to be off. 25 pounds is usually when you have to move it. And I've already went another 25 past when I moved it the last time. So I may have to move it another slot, which I don't want to have to do. So I need to get rid of that before I fly again.
Well, he can build up his muscle on Monday. He's got a lot of paper to carry back to the back.
Uh-oh. Well, we didn't have any room to put the paper. Oh, well, if we're getting new copiers, I don't know what he plans on changing them out to, but hopefully it's not slower.
It's the same copier. It's just the newer version, and they're all color.
Oh. Just leave my keys on the ground?
They'll be delivered between 9:30 and 11:30 on Tuesday. So you won't even be there.
Oh. Shane, yeah, well, Munchkin made that announcement once I did lose my keys, that I was not allowed to. Oh, Creed asked me a question? Wait, was it the doctor said that made you mad? What was the doctor? Oh, what did the doctor say that made me mad? She told me that she thought smoking was better for me than vaping. That
wasn't the doctor, that was the nurse.
No, it was the doctor too.
Oh.
Yeah, the nurse told me that, and the doctor told me that, and I was like, "What?
How did that come up? That was like 6 months ago."
How did it come up? Well, because Creed just asked. What was the doctor
I'm asking Creed how that came back up, considering that was like a show title from 6 months ago.
Yeah, it's just it made me really mad. I was like, seriously, you think I should smoke instead of vape? Have you lost your damn mind? I didn't like that at all. Which is why I didn't want to go have the chest x-ray to prove them wrong. But I did get the colonoscopy done. So there's that. And one of the attorneys at our office was supposed to have it done, but I think he chickened out.
He did chicken out.
I can't believe he chickened out. You saw it on the thumbnail. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That was what the doctor said that ticked me off. I just could not believe that. You're putting all those chemicals in your body. I was like, and I told the nurse, I didn't tell the doctor all this, but I was like, do you know how many chemicals are in cigarettes? Seriously? I mean, did y'all
See,
do
when
any
when I went
research?
there, the nurse said the same thing to me. You don't know what it is, and I said I know exactly what it is because I make my own. And she goes,
Wow.
"You can do that?" And yeah, you can do that. I said I know exactly what's in. I said, and
Popcorn lung.
I said all the people that we buy from have no interest in making their own customers sick. So yeah. She dropped it after that. My old doctor argued with me and he's like, "Isn't it better if you just don't do anything at all?" I said, "I'm sure it is, but I really like my nicotine and this is a safer way to do it." And he's like, "All right then." I busted out with the harm. It's not about harm elimination, it's harm reduction, and he really had no argument against that.
Becca, I agree. I didn't listen to him, obviously, but I just don't. I'm like, the main thing that makes me mad about it is they're telling other patients that.
Mm-hmm.
Other patients that come in and say, I smoke, and then they may ask the doctor, do you have any recommendations? They're not going to tell them, hey, maybe you should try vaping. They're going to say, go try Chantix or something
Or
like
if
that.
they brought up vaping, they would tell them that you might as well smoke. And we all know people don't want to quit smoking. All they're looking for is an excuse not to.
So I saw Grim Green just posted a video. They just brought up some stuff to Congress. And there was good news from it, and I wouldn't say bad news. It just, it wasn't taken away from it that, hey, good things were going to happen. We don't know at this point, but if the good things happen, then they will take off this ban on flavors, especially all these
Congress
states.
ain't gonna do a goddamn thing.
Well, it remains to be seen. We won't know anything for a while, but
I'll believe it when I see it.
exactly. I feel bad for these states, like even where Jazzy is, they just banned vaping altogether. It's just done. So what do you do?
Vote the people fucking out. No, he doesn't. He doesn't give a shit either. He does not.
He
No,
says,
none of them care. They don't know enough about it. They have no interest in learning about it because it doesn't make them money. So they don't care.
apparently one of those judges that they were talking to agreed with everything the FDA said without knowing any factual basis at all about it. Just, yeah, well, the FDA said that blueberry is what attracts children. If it's a blueberry flavored vape, then it attracts children. And the FDA says that, and that's what we believe. Really? Why? So you're saying blueberry's only for children? Adults can't have it. Adults
No,
can't have
remember,
blueberry pie.
adults don't like flavors. We don't eat candy. We certainly aren't buying the flavored alcohols. That no, we're not doing that either. It's all smoke and mirrors. You can't argue logically with them when the entire premise of these bans is a lie. It's
Yeah.
not about the children. We know it's not about the children. It's protecting their pockets.
Now, if we could go to Congress and say, look, if y'all would release any bans on vaping, we could make y'all an extra $4 billion a year, then vaping would be wide open, guaranteed, because money's what talks. It always
Yep.
has, always will. If they knew they could make money off of it, they'd do it. No problem. They wouldn't care what the damn health benefits or side effects from it would be. They would be like, money? Yes, I shall have some, please.
Well, Creed, that's why I said that it's not going to do any good because the whole thing is bullshit. So you cannot speak to them logically when their whole premise behind all of their opposition is a lie.
You see John Q talking.
Yes. What's with this vape talk shit?
What's with vaping talk, man? We're supposed. I'm here for flying talk.
Yeah. I know
Oh,
Trump
my
is
goodness.
big on giving rights back to the states, which, okay, sure. So the only other option is these states where they're passing bans is to vote them fuckers out. That's all we got.
I will say this, and it has come to my attention over the past week or so. Every night that I lay down to go to sleep, the only thing I dream about is flying. That's it. And it's actually flying a trike. I don't even dream of me really foot launching. It's getting in the trike and taking off.
Ever since I've been freezing your ass out of the bedroom for the
Yes.
past week,
Yes.
I haven't had any. Well, okay. So I was dealing with like weird ass heart palpitations for like the past 4 or 5 months at night. And I noticed when we ran out of soda, I didn't experience that. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to stop drinking soda in the evening. Heart palpitations are gone. Haven't had one issue since then. But since it's been cold, oh my God, the insomnia's gone. I can sleep. I'm not waking up sweating my ass off. I haven't had to kick the blankets off of me. It's fantastic. I love it. I have slept so good this past week.
What did I call my trike? I gave my trike a name.
You didn't name it.
I did.
No, you didn't. If you
Oh,
did, it was
yeah.
only
It's
in
the
your head.
Scuba-roo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my trike is the Scuba-roo. I forgot. The trike is the Scuba-roo.
Scorp, that does not sound right at all. I'm just saying.
Now I'm gonna start dreaming of
Trixie.
Scuba's turbo trike. You know what? It doesn't even need to be. Yeah, Scuba-roo. There you
Pumpkin.
go, Frankenmeiser. Sweating
No, I don't like
before
to be hot.
sleeping helps me sleep better.
You know, if my hormones and my premenopausal body would fucking cooperate, that'd be nice. But
As far as a turbo trike thing goes, I will say this.
oh no, it's in like supercharged right now, John Q, and it's trying to leave my body under its own volition. Apparently,
Scott, even if I had my trike set up for tandem, I could not get Munchkin on it. I'll tell you that
Nope.
right now. She wouldn't get on it. I don't even think if she thought she was going to be safe, she would get on it. She
Nope.
just has no desire. So
Nope. I don't even like it when other people are driving. You think I'm no.
Yeet
lost
yourself
your
into the
damn
sky.
mind.
You'll be surprised how much you
No.
enjoy it.
No, I'm good.
We'll have to get you on a tandem flight sooner or later. Scuba rides. Wait, Munchkin rides Scuba's turbo trike. Okay,
Mhm.
I get it. I was not reading
Well,
into
you're right about that, Shane. I wouldn't get on it with my keys.
it.
Of course,
Y'all-
then again, Shane, I don't have the same issue he has with shit falling out of my pockets constantly. Every time I've gone somewhere with this man, he has had shit falling out of his pockets, falling straight out of his pant leg. I don't know what his deal is.
Okay,
Even when my sister met him at a vape convention, right? We're standing there talking and you're clank, clank, clank. Shit's just falling out of his pant leg onto the floor.
that's because the particular pair of shorts I was wearing that day was very baggy. The pockets were
Mhm.
baggy. So
No, it was the
stuff-
knife you carried in your pocket, cut a hole in your pocket, and you'd always lose all your shit. But
Okay, maybe that's what it was, but
he
Munchkin
needs something.
kicking and screaming into the sky. Well, hopefully she wouldn't kick and scream. You need to be calm and relaxed when you go up. You don't need to be kicking and screaming. That would make the come down.
Yeah, I have no desire to do that.
Damn, John Q. What the hell?
I mean, if that would work to hold everything in, John Q, I'm over this shit. Just it needs to die, is what it needs to. It needs to go the way with Bella and just be gone.
Oh my goodness. So they're Shane's going on a cruise down in the Bahamas pretty much, that's the same cruise I've been on. I didn't go on that long of a cruise. I think they're going on like a 10-day cruise. I think the most I've done is a 5-day. I didn't even do the 7-day. I thought that was long enough to be out on the water. It's bad enough even after a 5-day getting your land legs back. Anybody that's been on a cruise will know what that feeling's like. You get off the ship and it literally, you feel like you're rocking when you're standing still for a while. It doesn't go away. It's like, oh my God. Oh,
I don't
8
know
days?
if he'd be dead, Shane, but he'd certainly be missing a lot of stuff. The fly-in he went to without me, he brought his clothes in a Food Lion bag and spilled his pee cup in his own truck. So yeah, I mean he would be a mess, but I don't think he'd be dead. Laces instead of a zipper.
But easy to take out. Now, see, that's the problem, King Cobra. Even on a lot of my videos, you'll see me struggling to get stuff in and out of my pockets.
If you didn't carry everything you owned in your pockets at all times, you wouldn't have that problem.
I don't. It's just
This man
usually-
unloads his pockets, and it's like, you know how they say women's purses are bottomless pits, how we have everything. I have never seen somebody have so much stuff in his pockets.
You never know when you might need a USB drive or your car keys or a mod or a flashlight or something that's in my pocket.
I have never lost a purse. I have never lost my keys. I have left a pair of sunglasses behind, and I went back and I got them. I don't lose my shit. I keep track of my stuff. I know where it's at.
You don't get the sea legs, Shane. I know. When I got off my cruise boat, I was like, "Whoa!" It feels so weird because, especially if you have a lot of rocking during your cruise, where the boat's just rocking steadily, and then you get off and you're standing still, but it still feels like you're rocking, even though you're not. It's a weird feeling, and it takes a while to go away. But I didn't get seasick or anything like that. Most of those cruise ships have valve planes that stick out really far on the sides, and it keeps the ship straight.
They were not in that field, even though he did get up and close and personal with that man's cotton field.
That man probably was like, "Is there some dumb ass out in the middle of my cotton field right now?" And I just
all you could see was your head pop up, and then you just disappear in the cotton field
I was
again.
on hee-haw. I'm like, I popped down in the cotton. It's like, damn, he just disappeared in my cotton field. And that's what started the whole alien invasion thing, was me being out in the cotton field.
I saw him. It's an alien. He's in my cotton field.
Yeah, I was in the cotton field. No, I laid down at least 5 times in that cotton because trying to trudge through that stuff to find my keys the whole time the damn stupid Find My app was trying to take me back to my car.
I think the word you're looking for is trudge, not tredge. That's not a word.
I can make up words. I was cutting through that stuff, and it made me so tired. I had to lay down. I get back up, go a little further, lay back down again. I just made a spot in the cotton.
Yeah, and then called me. I think I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
It's so hot.
I did. I called her. I was like, I'm gonna die out in this cotton field. Just so you know where I'm at. I'm in the cotton field. You'll find me. Look for the flies buzzing around my head.
Well, unlike you, well, I was going to say I have the Find My, I can track you. And with my phone update, I can really track you now.
Oh, cool. I used to carry 3 pounds of important stuff in his pocket. All right, hold on a second.
He's constantly got, I mean, always has a bunch of shit in his pockets that I've never seen him use any of it. I don't know why he carries all that stuff. Hillbillies make their own words. He does make some up occasionally. I finally canceled my Netflix involuntarily because somebody got a hold of my bank card, so I just never updated the payment information. So, because they don't let you cancel on the app. No, you got to go on the computer and log in to cancel through there. Well, you're from Wisconsin. All y'all weirdos up there wear shorts when it's 10 degrees out. Yeah, so maybe I'll tell the guy we'll come pick up the lizard next weekend. Because I have to. No, I was in that shower trying not to die because you put it on a not level surface, and I lose my balance when I close my eyes. And I thought I was going to go ass over tea cuddle and flash the entire fly in, which would not have been pretty.
I will say though that since Munchkin's been keeping the house at ice cold temperatures, I think I've slept better.
Yes, you're cold and you're made warm. That's always better.
It takes her a while to heat up. I'm already hot when I get in the bed, even though the bed's freezing cold. So I'm putting off more heat
She's
than she is, but she
shivering like a
eventually,
little bitch beside me.
she eventually warms up. It takes her a while though. Just like a woman, it takes forever to heat them up. Gun behind right. Look at you with the fancy sandwich and gave me the freaking Jimmy John's 2-day-old sub.
Well, thank
Thanks,
you, Becca.
Becca. We don't try to be funny. It just spews out of us like that for some reason. I'm impressed that Munchkin does come to the fly-ins and hangs out, and we usually have a good time. It's not like she's bored to death there. There's usually something going on. I know this last one we went to that Shane was at and Will was at, that made things so much better from them.
I can't get dressed while I'm damp. And there was no way to dry off all the dampness in that little thing.
It just made the whole flying that much better with Shane and Will being there. You know, people that I knew instead of, people that I see at just the fly-in, even though it's Shane and Will, but I see them all the time. It wasn't
really Will. Will brought his wiener, which is always the high point.
Still won't say bye, but whatever.
Whatever. It's all right. I won't say bye to you either.
Oh my goodness.
Do y'all have a kava where you live? It's delicious.
Yes, kava. I've never heard of kava till we came here.
I hadn't heard of it until
Stand by now just in case. Bill, Bill, I'm sure when we was at that fly-in down in Louisiana that you probably said bye at some point. I don't know. I didn't know you that well then. And it was cool hanging out with you guys down there. I think that it was a really fitting into my training. I know Kyle planned that somehow.
He did. He was very proud of himself that he pulled that off.
I just thought it was so cool that I was like, I'd already been in the air, but this is going to be the final day that I could get in the air. And he was like, oh, we're going to this field. We're not going to Spring Hill Field today. I'm like, okay. and got there, and then all you guys showed up. Some of you are already there, and then more people showed up, and that kind of really reduced my fear of being in the air with other pilots. I mean, when I flew in training, it was just Kevin and I were the only two people in the air. But when I went down there where Bill was, it was a whole bunch of flyers. Now, granted, most people were staying far away from each other, which was great. I didn't have to worry about like somebody trying to touch tips with me or anything, but it went really good. I
Out of
couldn't complain.
context, that sounds. I
Touching
don't think
tips?
anybody would want someone to touch tips with them involuntarily.
Just wing tips. Wing tips.
Yeah, it was great, John Q. My new coworker, right? Was like I had a Kava coupon pop up on my computer,
No,
and
Robson,
so I deleted it. And she's like, "You don't like them?" And I was like, "No, I like them. I just, I'm not going to order anything right now."
Yes, no sword crossing.
So she said she wanted Kava. So hello, Boots. When my boss walked by, I was like, "Hey, Jeff, don't you want to go pick us up Kava? We can Venmo you the money." And he's
Don't
like,
get mad at me.
I'm not going to Kava. And I'm like, "But you could. I mean, you could, right?" So he ended up buying the whole office lunch.
They only buy the whole office lunch when I'm not there, just so y'all know.
He bought pizza while you were there.
Okay, fine. But I
They
feel
took us
guilty
to
every time I grab a
Schlesinger's
slice of pizza.
while you were there.
This is the problem, right? And I'll tell you just the way it is. When he buys pizza for the whole office, and I go in there and I get 2 slices, and then nobody else gets pizza, but yet I'm still hungry, and I'm like, I could eat more pizza, but I want to make sure everybody gets food. But nobody ever does, and then we have a bunch of leftovers that sit in there for over a week and doesn't get eaten at all. It ticks me off. I'm like, I should have just ate the pizza. So
You should have just ate the pizza.
well, I'm trying to be nice.
Well,
I want to
when
make
you
sure everybody
announced,
gets to eat, but they don't
Has
ever eat
everybody eaten? Because I want another slice of pizza.
it. I guess I could make the announcement.
You could.
Shane is super high.
Oh, next week you get to work without me for a little while because I'm going to go have steak and crab cakes and wine.
What?
It's the Remax Christmas party. So I got my email yesterday asking what I wanted, so I chose steak and crab cakes.
They didn't invite the Wendy's drive-through boy or
No,
Taco
it's
Bell?
just me and Lisa.
Figures. Look at my comment to Munchkin. This is for March. Munchkin, thank you for coming and being part of our flying. Love having you here and sharing your love with us. What?
He's preemptively saying goodbye.
Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha.
That doesn't count, Shane.
I will say this. When we went to the last flight for Gage, I barely talked to Krista. I mean, barely. She was more into talking to the registered pilots, which I totally get it. I didn't register as a pilot there because we had no gear. I had nothing to fly whatsoever. So,
I mean, if you would have hung out at that table with her,
yeah,
she would have
No,
talked
no.
to you more.
she
She
was
stayed-
busy. I got no.
Yeah, but she stayed at that table most of the time. I
she
sat
did
there
stay
for
at
a
the
while
table.
while Tony and Angela brought me alcohol.
Becca, if you would have hit me up about 2 years ago, I had many aquarium stands. I could have gave you a 300-gallon acrylic tank with stand. I had a 75
If you're looking
gallon.
for a used one, Are you looking for it to hold water? Because used ones are kind of sketchy with holding water. But I would check like you got the
Facebook
trash or treasure.
Marketplace would probably be the best
Yeah,
place to get something
Facebook
cheap.
Marketplace or even the trash or treasure.
Yeah.
Or go to your local pet store. Sometimes they will have people that are offering trade-ins or will call and see if the pet store will take it. And if they won't, they could give them your information.
Well, see, he says after dark she gets more talkative. No, after dark she goes into your camper and we don't see her.
We don't want to talk about that.
So we were just sitting there around the fire and no Krista anywhere around. So yeah, that 300 gallon was a really nice tank. I had a 250 gallon that was glass that was ported out the back. It was a display tank. It's actually made to display fish. Both saltwater tanks. Then I had a 75 gallon that I used for.
All fish tanks are made to display fish.
No, this one was
What
specifically
the hell
set
else
up.
is their other purpose?
It's the way it was ported. Trust me. Anyways, then I had the 75 gallon. I think I had African cichlids in the 75 gallon. The 300 gallon was for saltwater fish, which I had some saltwater. I had a dory fish, whatever they're called.
Blue tang.
Yeah, blue tang, clownfish, a lionfish. I can't remember what all kind of fish I had. I even had the little cleaners in there. And then somebody was supposed to look after them while I went on vacation. And when I came back, they were all dead because he failed to do his part. And not only that happened, the power went out. And when the power went out, the way that thing's set up, it floods if the power goes out. And it literally flooded a good portion of my living room. So that took a while to get fixed. She was with us at the fire pit. She wants to come on the show and talk about it. You know what? If she was there, Shane, I apologize. Maybe she was just being quiet. I don't remember Quista? Oh my God, I was going to say Quista.
Enjoy, Creed. You did say Quista.
I don't remember her speaking very much. Maybe
Right,
she was just
King
listening.
Cobra? I thought that was like the main objective of a fish tank was to display fish. Unless it's not clear glass.
It was like a storefront display type fish tank. Really nice tank. That one you probably saw for about 5 seconds while we're at my storage shed. But that was the very first one when I opened the storage shed. It was right there. That tank.
We were
really
at that
nice.
storage unit for much longer than 5 minutes.
Well, that's where it was.
Mm-hmm.
The 300 gallon was the acrylic behind it. The huge one that I've actually got inside of because it's so big.
Yeah, Quista was sitting on the other side of the fire pit with Justin's
Quista
wife.
was definitely there.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said that. I don't know where the Q came from. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking.
I mean, technically, you just added a W, not a Q, but we can call her Quista. She don't speak till spoken to.
Ooh. Shane?
You're a brave man, Shane.
Yeah, you're brave. She's going to beat you down.
I have no interest in getting fish again. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, especially if you go with saltwater fish. It's a lot
Fuck
of
that.
people act like even a good friend of mine was like, "Hey man, saltwater is a lot of work when you first get started, but then it's easy." No, it's not. No, it's not. It's a constant upkeep of that tank. If you want that tank clean and your fish to stay alive, which any little bad element that enters that water will kill all the fish in there, especially like soap or something. If you have anything on your hands and you touch the water and it gets in
A
there,
friend of mine,
it'll kill
her
all the
kids-
fish.
Her kids threw pennies in Bob Sheldon's fish tank. Fucked his fish all up.
So, freshwater fish are a lot easier to deal with. I had African cichlids, and I had a big one, and I called him Bumblebee because he was yellow and black, looked like a bumblebee. So, for the heck of it, when I was outside one day, I found a little salamander. And I thought, oh, this will be cool. It can play around in there with the fish. I put that salamander in that tank, and that freaking bumblebee came up there and slurped that thing right into it.
I bet he did.
And then all you could see, that poor salamander stuck its head out and was wiggling around, and it sucked it back into its mouth. I was like, damn.
Would you think he was going to toss it around? I had
Well,
an African cichlid named Rex,
mm-hmm.
who was electric blue. And he was about yay big with little red teeth. And I really tried to make his tank fancy.
Uh-huh.
And I'd come home, and that asshole would take all the plants and spit them out the top of the tank. So all the plants would be on the floor, and he would push all the gravel up to the front. All of it. He'd spend all day after he yeeted the plants out and use his mouth to scoop the gravel up to the front.
They do like doing that. And they'll especially come up to the top and
tank
spit water out
yeah.
of the top.
The tank was always cloudy, and he just wanted to sit behind his shelf of gravel and stare at us over the top. And I'm like, I'm trying to make a nice. He wasn't a Jack Dempsey. I don't remember what he was, but he was electric blue. I can't remember what he was, but he was an asshole. And I ended up taking him to the pet store so he could live in a tank with a couple giant Oscars that would. And I said, look, if you want your tank to be nice, don't put him in it because he will fuck it up.
Nice King Cobra. Now that would be cool to have like a little pond out back with fish in it. That's a lot better, I think.
We can just wait for it to rain and be high tide at the same time, and we'll have fish in our backyard.
Um,
I'm surprised that our yards don't smell like dead fish when the water recedes.
oh my
Somehow
gosh.
all the fish go back with the water when it goes out.
Most of them do.
What are you meowing about?
Boots is meowing at you.
She's probably walking around with one of my nail files
The
in her
small
mouth.
child came over and ran my scooter until the battery died. I have charged both of them. I haven't got back on it since because it's been too cold outside. I really want to put the big one to the test to see if it really gets the miles that it says it will.
Does she have a nail file?
Yes, she does.
Yes.
For
Does
some
she-
reason, our cat, when it gets a hold of
Just that
a
one?
nail file, will start meowing in a weird tone. And
She
that's
carries
what she's doing right now.
these around like her babies. And that is not a stick of butter, by the way. That's a nail file, but she'll carry them around meowing.
Oh, Cloud Chucker, trust me, I know. That's the reason I said it was so hard with salt water. Getting the pH right and the salt level correct in those tanks can be a pain in the
Shane.
butt. Yeah, they're like emery board. They're foam.
I mean, technically not, because it's basically a foam rectangle.
Yeah, she's got one in her
with
hand.
like emery board material glued to it, but they don't last very long before you just have a foam rectangle, especially when your cat keeps stealing them.
Your sea monkeys died right away.
I can't believe we all fell for that. Here's some brine shrimp. Have fun, kids.
Yeah. They used to put them on there like, hey, these things talk and you can train them and do all kinds of
All right, well, you really had to be a stupid kid if you thought they talked.
stuff.
I ain't got no sympathy if you're that dumb.
Hey,
I knew they didn't
That was
talk.
a commercial they're running. Oh, I'm watching myself come in for that terrible landing. Hey, nothing got broke.
I didn't. No, I
Scuba
wasn't
is
watching the
muted.
commercial.
I'm not
He's
muted.
not muted. Mm-hmm.
I still have a flea circus. You know, we have not, at least in this house, have not had any problems with fleas at all. Knock on
Because
wood.
nobody goes outside.
Yeah, they don't go outside. Even when I did take Bella out, the couple times that she did go out in the summer in our backyard, still no fleas. So that's a good thing.
Well, it is it's a pita wrap that's got grilled chicken, hummus, feta cheese, tzatziki sauce, Kalamata olives,
Damn, that's nice,
uh,
King Cobra.
more feta cheese with pita crisps on it, and a yogurt dill dressing. And it's delicious. It's the other half of my lunch from earlier.
Yes, she ate it all and did not share with me.
I brought you home a sub.
She's like, here, I'm going to eat this steak dinner. There's a Twinkie in the bag for you.
It's not a steak dinner.
There's a difference between what you got and what I got. That's all I'm saying.
You don't like feta cheese. It's delicious.
If it's cheese, I eat it. I don't care what kind of cheese it is. They were not actually monkeys of the sea, no. I thought they had a good deal on Amazon last week with their Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals. They had a computer chair on there for like $79. Then I saw it had like $40 shipping charge on top of that. And I was like, yeah, it was pretty much the exact same chair as this with a different logo on the pillow. That's all. It was the exact same chair, which this one, knock on wood, has not broken half like the other 3 chairs I've had.
Right.
I like to lean back in my chair. If it cannot support my weight, don't say that it can support my weight. You know, I don't understand why some of these chairs, even though they look nice, because I had one that had like Atlanta Braves or something on there. That thing snapped in half. I thought I was going to die when I fell out of that chair. But this one has not even thought about breaking. It's just torn up from the cat scratching all over it.
Mm-hmm.
Who thinks, you know, which I don't understand because they use that scratching post like all the time.
Smokey prefers your chair.
I don't know when that cat comes in here and scratches it up, but she finds a time and she will come in here and scratch this chair up. I think they do it at night when we're sleeping. And I close this door most of the time, but
No, you don't.
I don't at night I don't usually close it. And that's probably when they do it.
She does it while we're sitting there watching TV or you're playing zombies. She's in there scratching on your
You
damn
cannot
chair.
support anyone's weight. Okay, Shane, I got you. So now that I got a newer phone, the Find My app does work really good. Well, I mean, I had this newer phone at the fly-in. It's just I wasn't tracking the actual device. I was tracking. It was
Its
telling
last known
me
location.
it was telling me the best way to get near where it was by car. So it only showed like where I parked at. And that was not what I was trying to find. I needed the item itself, so you have to change it. And once I did
What's
that,
funny is you started walking down that way anyway when you first realized you lost your keys.
yeah, and it didn't
If
ping.
you would have had because you didn't have the app turned on.
Right.
You're not supposed to smell it, Peanut. You're supposed to eat it.
Feta cheese smells like feet.
No, that's Parmesan cheese that smells like feet.
I watch a
Light
lot of
feta
those
cheese.
how they make stuff, and Parmesan cheese it's a big thing, man. They only make it in one part of the world, real Parmesan cheese, and it looks like a very long process.
Parmesan cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those cheese things sit for years before they ever go to be packaged anywhere.
Parmesan cheese is delicious.
John Q, you're crazy.
You know what I always wanted to get from the back of one of them magazines was the thing that you put in the palm of your hand that would shock people.
Yeah.
He wanted to see naked girls, and I wanted to hurt people.
I've tried to
I
get those
never
out of
got one.
gumball machines. Um, yeah, I remember way back. What was it? It was called Scientific Something magazine, and they would always have.
Scientific American.
I think that's what it was. Scientific American. In the back of it, they would have little small ads for, hey, you can build your own helicopter or whatever. Those intrigued me, but I never, because it's not like they send you the stuff to build it.
Eventually, John Q.
They just gave you the plans, and then you had to make it. And I was like, wow,
Yeah.
that's not going to happen. So.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of people that have shown up with giant wheels of Parmesan that were accidentally marked down wrong. And they're like, I got like a 300-pound wheel of Parmesan cheese for $50.
Yeah, I don't think it was Popular Science. It was Scientific American. Popular Science had some in it too, though. Popular Mechanics.
I think that was for grown-ups, though.
Well, I mean, obviously my parents were grown-ups. I would just get a hold of magazines, and they would have little ads in the back with interesting stuff you could buy that I couldn't afford.
I was
usually.
about to say no grown-ass man is going to try to, and then before I even finished that thought, I was like, yeah, never mind. Y'all are all perpetually 12, so.
I know on the 13th of December, Tucker Gott's going to do his big contest, giveaway, whatever you want to call it, for the new Quattro paramotor. And was it 4 or 5 of my buddies all fly Quattros now? And those are 4-cycle paramotors that do not run 2-cycle oil. And I know I've seen was it Jay flew 4.5 hours on 1 tank of gas. That's crazy. The motor.
I mean, I don't breathe better, Becca, mainly because I'm fat and I'm out of shape. But yeah, my chest doesn't hurt when I wake up in the morning.
The motor does not sound like it has that much power, but yet it gets them in the air just as quick as any normal 185 does. I just don't understand how that thing. It sounds more like a small Harley than anything, I guess. I don't know. It just doesn't sound like a 2-cycle paramotor. I mean, it sounds weird, but it works. So somebody obviously that already owns a paramotor is going to win it. And I mean, if he's got a new cool t-shirt design, I might get a new t-shirt.
What I say all the time, Shane, round is shape. It is most definitely a shape.
Yes. I will agree with Munchkin says that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get in shape. She'll be like, I'm a shape. You know.
And I'm really short, so I'm closer to being round than any of y'all motherfuckers.
I don't think they call it a Rotax, but it is a 4-stroke. It just takes engine oil and gas. There's no mixing required whatsoever, so it just sounds different. I know one of them had a problem with his motor right off the bat. I forgot what the problem was.
Hey, Kramer, I'm just harder to kidnap, right? And I'll last longer if the apocalypse happens. It'll take me longer to starve to death.
So, what they did, excuse me.
Bless you.
Yeah, that came really quick. Um, what they've done is they took the EOS Quattro motor and they've now mounted it to a PAP frame. So, because once they saw me fly the trike a couple times, and they're not going to admit it, but once they saw that, they were like, ooh, we want to fly trikes too. At first, they were all like, oh, you're flying a trike. You suck. You fly a trike. Now, they're getting a PAP frame so that they can fly trikes. Go figure. Because
I
not
haven't
only
seen
can
that
they
one,
fly
Becca.
the PAP frame, I really like because you literally can go from a single trike flyer to a tandem in like 20 seconds. It's literally like a couple pins. You hook the piece on and it's done. I love the way they did that frame. I'm scared to get in on this mod heist. I know better. You know what? I remember you talking about that, Becca. All I have is Jellybox mod. I haven't seen the pod system. I'll have to look that one up. Jellybox XS pods. I'm gonna copy
I mean,
that.
John Q, I like to describe myself as I look like a busted can of biscuits or a snake that just ate, depending on the material of the clothing that I have on. But yeah, melted candle will work. Mashed potatoes sitting out in the sun.
Shane, that's messed up. Are you ready for your pap smear? I'm just saying. Look it up. All right, I will look because I already copied it. Oh, that. I have seen pictures of this. Yeah, I'm 21. Oh, they got lots of colors. I like the blue front, yellow side trim one. $26.99, but it's out of stock, at least at this website, Vape Sourcing, whatever, you know. It looks cool. Jellybox always made some cool looking little mods. I like that actually. Yeah, I'm looking at it now, Cloud Chucker, but it says it's out of stock. Maybe there's another site that's got them. That was just the first site that came up. Let me try Alley Vape. Oh, that's just for the pods. I was like, $8, I'm in, but that's for the pods. Source more. $9.32. You're full of crap. That does not look like the same mod, though. I mean, it does, but $9.32? That doesn't make any sense at all. That looks way smaller. It looks like a disposable. It doesn't. That's a Rinco Jellybox XS2 kit. Let me try another site.
Well, enjoy your cruise, Shane. Y'all have fun.
Oh, is Shane leaving?
Yep.
I'll be back next year. Yeah, see you next year, Shane. I would just love saying that. Make sure you tip your staff good, because if not, they're not gonna make up your beds very good.
I don't need my bed made every night.
They make it regardless, so.
So you're saying that whether I tip them or not, they're going to make my bed?
Well, okay, here's the thing with cruises. I know at least when I went on my last cruise, they either added onto your bill automatically, or you can
I like that
choose-
idea better because I saw that option when we were looking at the one from last year that Kyle had talked about, that you could just add the gratuity on at the beginning and take care of it. I
Yeah.
like that better because
It's great.
and then if I feel like tipping somebody a little bit extra,
Yeah, well,
that's one thing, but
they used to have it like that, like add it automatically, or you could do custom amount. And then when you click on that, you could choose to, tip your maitre d' more money, or the person doing
like
your
why
bed.
do I have to tip the guy that stands at the front of the restaurant and says your table's over there?
Exactly.
Thanks, dude. I'm not tipping you. You didn't do nothing.
Some
You
maitre d's
pointed.
are really good. The one we had sucked. He was like, "Your table's over there." That's pretty much what he said. And I'm like, seriously? So, yeah, I like being able to split it up, but if you pay for it beforehand, they just split the money evenly between all of them, so they don't get as much. Your jelly box shorted out. Wow.
Well, you remember the one you had, you ended up because it was getting liquid down inside of it.
Yeah,
So
I fixed that though, because what I did on this jelly box is I took this 510 plate out and sealed under it so that it couldn't get juice down in here. That's the only thing I really had to do for this, because
isn't that mine? You've got both of them in there, don't you? One of them's
you
gray,
have
the
one
other
that's a
one's
different
clear.
color. I have the clear one. This is mine.
I couldn't remember whose was whose.
So I sealed up under here and then screwed all this back down. So this has like a clear silicone under it to keep any juice from getting down into this section. Because, yeah, it would leak if your tank leaks or whatever. It would get down into there. So I sealed that off so that it wouldn't do it. It lights up really pretty, but I mean, it's an 18650 mod. Most of the mods I have now, 21700 all day long. 21700. That's all as far as the bigger mods that I vape, besides the pods, which I like those. Thanks, Cloud Chucker. Let me check. In the USA. That's a different one, Cloud Chucker. That's a Nano 3 kit. It says partially in stock. They have black, green, orange, and red. That's a whole different kit. The pod system versus the Nano kit are completely different categories. So the Nano kits that I've seen on here look like disposable kits, and I don't want to go that route. The first link was definitely the good one. This one is in ruples, 261 ruples, whatever that is. They have Optimus Prime color. That's hilarious. Yeah, they do. It's red, white, and blue. Look at there. I'm sure vapihon.com, they have, it says out of stock, for at least for that color. Wait, every one that I click on says out of stock. Wait. Oh, there we go. Blue Shield, they have 2 of them. They have Green Gamma. Ugh. And then they have Purple Gauntlet. Those are the ugliest ones. And they have those in stock. But yeah, the Nano versus the pod system, completely different animals. I don't know why they do that. Why don't they just call it something else? Oh, we got the Jelly Box Nano kit, the pod kit, the Nano 2 kit, the Pro 2 kit. Hey, change the name of it. It looks like you're talking, but I hear nothing coming out of your
I'm
mouth.
not talking.
Oh.
Thank you. I'm chilly, Becca, so I figured if I give the illusion that I'm literally sitting in a fire, that I'll be warm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the alcohol has kicked in, so I'm much warmer than I was when the show started. And I'm full from from my dinner. It was tasty.
There we go. Now it's warm where I'm at. I'm good
Boring.
now. What?
No, there's a big difference between being warm and being cold and made warm. The latter is better.
I can't even see myself. Oh,
You
there I
hush,
am
John
at the very
Q.
bottom. That's me flying. I could put my giant face on there.
I hate that picture.
That's hilarious. You hate that picture?
Yes, you look like a goober. With your helmet on and stuff. You got so many better pictures of you. I don't know why you want to use that one.
There. It's the Aurora Borealis. Or I could just do a blur, which that looks totally weird. Or none.
I'm just trying to
None
hide
is good.
all the crap in the background because it looks like Amazon threw up at our damn house.
He is a goober. I'm a goofy goober. Yeah.
I need to go through all the boxes and open them and consolidate them and try to get a handle on what's shown up and what hasn't.
I have lots of boxes here for you that I don't even know what's in there. But
I don't know either.
there's more stuff I need to get. I just need to wait until we get paid again. And I'm trying to resist even going to look at Amazon at your list until I have the money, because I'll spend it until the last dime.
Everything on there is cheap. It's all under $50.
I appreciate that, but
and
you know,
I'm gonna use a gift card to buy those Starbucks gift cards. But my bonus that I get, that's all going to the credit card because,
bonus.
like I said, I'm glad that bitch is metal because it would have fucking melted if it wasn't. I had put so much on that credit card. But hey, it's got cash back, so I can use that towards the lizard.
Those Apple cards are nice. I like that they're metal. They put a little effort in giving you a card when you get an Apple card.
No, they
They're
sent
nice.
it in a fucking gift box.
Yeah, it comes in like a box like you get in an iPhone or something. You're like, it's a freaking credit card. But yeah, they're nice. And can be used to open a door if need be, because they're metal. They ain't going nowhere. I don't see no other companies going, hey, here's a metal credit card.
Mm-mm.
And the funny thing is, the card that I had the highest limit on was just a plastic card. Why not give me a metal card, man? Come on.
Bank of America
Even though they
doesn't do metal
took my
cards.
damn limit way down, which really ticked me off. But
It's just a soft spot. He needs to wear his helmet downstairs in the basement before he gives himself a concussion.
yeah, I do bump my head on that rafter downstairs a lot.
Every single time.
We managed to get the tree up. The problem is we have we have the tree up, but Munchkin has multiple packages sitting out on the floor in boxes, so I have no idea what's in them. And I really, I
have
can
no
say
idea what's in them.
honestly, I have no idea what's in any of those boxes. Thank God I didn't peek at anything. I don't want to ruin anything, so I have kept my vision away from any. I don't even look at the side of the box. I don't want to know. So
It was not written. The one that I told you to
Yeah.
not make eye contact with. There was writing on the side of the box, but it's
Yeah, but you said part of it was sticking out of the top of the box.
It's
and
not. We've already
that
discussed it. Oh
worries
yeah, the item would not fit entirely in the box, so they cut a hole in it, so there's a little flap where a piece of it is sticking out.
Should place a hard tap at the top of the stairs. Trash bag, you know, it would
Either
help.
that, or we could just wrap that beam in like foam or something.
And it's so weird because I'll go in the basement, right? And I'm fully aware that that rafter's there, and I'll duck under it. But when I turn around to come back out, bam, I run right into that damn thing. And I mean, I usually whack my head pretty good on it. It shakes the entire house.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks. That thing is sturdy.
Well,
I've
it's
probably put
holding the
some
house
dents in
up.
it
I hope it's sturdy.
along with my head. What's up,
Hi,
CDC?
CDC.
You do stuff like that at work all the time. Yeah, and it hurts, man, banging my head on that thing. And we have yet to get down in there. Hopefully next spring we'll be able to do that and just go through and just start. Because our trash here is amazing. They'll come and pick up anything you throw away. So I'm just going to put all the street, and if it's got any
I'm
metal in it, it won't be.
Going to call him out right now
What?
since he brought it up. I went down in that basement and I made a path from the door all the way around so you could access the whole basement. In the back, I put all of the stuff that was in bins. I have a separate spot for all the camping shit. I had a spot for the Christmas tree. I go down there, right? I can't even get through the door because somebody basically just opens the door and just chucks everything in there. The only
Look.
clear spot he left, the only clear spot he left in that basement was around his paramotor. Everything
Look.
else is just fucking thrown in there.
I didn't put that damn printer right there in the middle of the floor.
I didn't lift the
I don't know
printer up
where it
and
came
set it
from.
down there.
I'm like wondering where that printer even came from. So there's stuff
Well,
down
it's
there.
the one from the old house, but I did not take it and set it in the center of the path after I made such an effort to make it to where it was walkable.
Well, the problem was we had to put more stuff in there, and I had to find room to put the
Mhm.
other things.
The problem
But they
was
need
is
to
you
be
couldn't
grouped.
walk the rest of the way around to put the Christmas tree back where it came from when you got it out. You just chucked it off to the side.
Moosier
The-
glasses.
The camping chairs, okay, not back in the back where the camping stuff goes, where there's currently tents and other things.
We use those
Nope,
all the time. They
just
do
toss
not need
them
to
off
be
to the
all the
side.
way in the back.
They can be at the back if you'd keep the path clear and accessible.
How did we just switch? All right, raise your hand. Keep it up.
I swear, I didn't
6,
kill him, Your Honor.
5, 4, 3.
He knocked himself out.
There we go. It switched back.
Hi, Boots.
Holy crap! It switched our places when I raised my hand. I got it. We got it fixed. CDC. He said I cannot function if Munchkin's not on the left.
Did it switch again?
Yeah, it switched because you raised your hand.
Switched back. Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You got to raise your hand and then it moves you to the other side.
All I'm
It's like,
saying is when I arrange that basement, you will put everything back exactly where it comes from, or you will be banned from the basement, and I'm
Eating
going
pop-
to throw everything out.
Will's eating popcorn and like, this is like watching a movie.
John Q, it wasn't even a path where you'd like have to turn sideways. I literally had everything organized so I could walk in there and know where shit was. Not with
It
this
was
one around.
semi-organized. It is by no means.
My ass.
It is by no means done or even close.
No, the only things I couldn't get to are the things that are too heavy. I can't lift it. But like that big ass dresser, the drawers are still sitting on top of it when they could be.
There's
I
a
don't know,
sewing machine that's
in
not going to
the
get
dresser.
used in the middle of the freaking basement. It needs to be moved elsewhere.
I need to get rid of it, but I don't. That's a vintage old ass Singer sewing machine. It
Yeah.
was decoration, and I don't know what to do with it.
I'm just saying it don't need to be in the middle. It needs to be off to the side somewhere. You don't have to get rid of it. I'm just saying it needs to be moved.
No, I mean because it's not doing any good in the basement, and I know somebody would want it, and it was my dad's who was like, I'm gonna put this back together. Okay, sure you are. I've got the table down there too.
Yeah. Maybe somebody that sews.
I don't think it's it's missing the motor, so to have to get a motor and it'd have to get the foot pedal.
Will, do you have the same
It's
problem
old.
that I do? I'm just wondering, do you, when you lay down to go to sleep, do you dream about flying? Or I'm not going to say, do you necessarily dream about flying? Does that help you go to sleep faster? I think if I think about it, like just taking off, the whole procedure of, you know, pre-checking my motor and taking off, by that time I'm asleep. Obviously there's lots of other things you can be thinking about, but that's usually what pops in my head and it puts me to sleep, and that's what works for me, so I go to sleep with that. Vector, what the hell, dude? You can get mad all you want to. I'm gonna pick you up and move you because you're over here disrupting my desk. See, now he's talking crap.
Well, it's because you picked him up. He doesn't like that.
He just
Pick
rode a
him-
wheelie on me and stuff.
Pick him up and show him them throwing a fit.
Yeah, he'll throw a fit. He's not
I
throwing a
haven't
fit
seen any
yet.
mice junk you. It's because
don't-
he's got in the palm of your hand. Hold him up like that. Don't shake him. I mean,
I don't know if he's gonna throw a fit, but he was throwing a fit.
that's Vector.
Now he's not. Now he's throwing a fit. Are
It's
you
because
serious?
he's in the palm of your hand. Pick him up without your hand underneath him, and he'll throw a fit.
Hey, Vector. Happy New Year.
Got dust all over him.
Hey, Vector.
Yeah.
Hey, Vector. Merry Christmas. Oh, jeez.
Well, drop him.
He's trying to fall out of my hand.
Hold him up like this by the top instead of with your palm underneath him, and that's what makes him angry. Same
will-
kind of data. It's,
He will shake out of my hand. He's not.
she who shall not
Oh,
be
he's
named.
mad now. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, he's mad. What's wrong, Victor? Wait, what's wrong with you? Oh, he is mad now. He is pissed off.
He's gonna go around and push everything off your desk now.
So Will says he listens to an audiobook, and he's out in 10 minutes. 10 minutes? Dude, I can't go to sleep in 10 minutes.
Bullshit. Look, dude, you have gotten in bed and been out cold before I've even gotten comfortable. Just
Oh,
over there snoring and sawing logs.
Don't even talk to me about you getting comfortable, which takes over an hour. Because
That's
will
because
roll.
everything hurts.
She will roll, and then I'm like last night, I'm like, is she ever gonna flip over and look at the window so that I can spoon up next to her? No, she didn't. Ever. I waited for it. She never moved. She just sat there and snored. I'm like, seriously? I wanted to poke her so she'd turn over, but
Welcome to my world when you don't move and I'm stuck in the same fucking position all night.
I'm listening to old Art Bell shows when I lay down. You know, it's a John Q. So Will listens to audiobooks. I guess that would work. If I'm listening to something like if it's something interesting, especially if I put an interesting show on YouTube or something, I won't fall asleep. If it's boring or repetitive type video,
Just
like they're
put
showing
on How It Works and I'll be asleep.
Yeah, I mean,
Or NASCAR racing. The sound of the cars just
like
make
we'll
me-
watch people that screw up or whatever, and there'll be like an hour-long video of that, because I watch a lot of YouTube that I don't watch regular TV. And if that's on, I can eventually fall asleep to that. But still, I'll close my eyes and man, boom, paramotor pops in my head. I just thought it would. I thought most pilots were like that. I guess not. I have a brain deficiency right there. Now, Scott, I will agree with you there. I can't sleep if it's quiet.
Exactly, Junkie.
I always have
Thank
a
you.
ceiling fan going. Number two, we have laser lights that Munchkin does not
Are
approve
entirely
of.
too fucking bright. I like darkness.
She says they're bright, but they're green. They're like stars on our ceiling. And
It's not the dots on the ceiling that are bright. It's the projector itself.
okay.
I
Don't look at the
shouldn't be able to
projector.
read
And
by the light of the projector lights.
and it has thunderstorms going in the background. We both
That
like
sound
listening
very
to the
tinny.
thunderstorms. We fall asleep to thunderstorms. It works. So
I like the ones on YouTube better. With darkness. It's too bright.
she says it's bright. All right.
It's bright.
This is my bright test. I will close my eyes while the lasers are on. If I put my hand in front of my eyes and it gets darker, then I know that the light's too bright.
And
when those
I told
lasers
him,
are on,
good
they
for
do
you.
nothing.
Do you want a fucking cookie?
They
I'm
do
not
nothing.
asking if it's too bright for you. It's too bright for me.
I'm telling you.
But again,
to try that.
it's all about him.
I'm
so
telling
as
you
long
to
as
try the
he's
trick I just
comfortable-
told you, and then
Yes, and I'm telling you that doesn't work for me because it's too fucking bright. Maybe I just got thin eyelids. I don't
No,
know.
I think
but
what
it's
it
too bright.
is I don't see the main projector because it's hidden behind those clothes on the side of the bed. I only see the lights that's on the ceiling. You don't see the projector. I don't see the projector. You do. I think that's where you're getting the bright light from.
Yeah, well, he still doesn't fucking listen because it's not too bright for him. So I think I got one
it's-
night, maybe two, with that damn thing turned off.
No, it was 3 or 4 actually. But I think if we had the laser on the floor to where the light's not in your eyes, then you would see what I see, and it's not like that. It's not bright at all. You don't even notice it.
I want pitch black.
Oh my gosh. All right. Linda, I got on one of those mechanical bulls one time.
That was on your MySpace. I
There
saw
may
that
be
video.
there may have been alcohol involved.
He didn't last.
The
very
problem was this guy decided to go full speed on me with the joystick as soon as I got on there. I don't
long.
think that's
Context is
fair.
very important.
I do know that after I rode that thing and it threw me off of it, that I was very sore for the next week in between my thighs. It just trying to hold on to that bull. And that was at a carnival, man. It was a fair, I guess, basically. But yeah, I was sore after riding that thing. Barry was on my show. I don't know which Barry.
The bull rider guy.
Not
You can
oh,
still
that
have
bull rider. Okay,
big
gotcha.
chunk missing out of my forehead.
Not
Still
not
pissed
Scary
off I didn't
Barry. Not Scary
Develop
Barry.
superpowers.
Scary Barry is Scary Barry owns a vape shop, which I think is cool, and he flies paramotors.
I mean, she could, John Q. Yeah.
That's what she said, Scuba. Yeah, I never got to pick Barry's brain about the bull riding. I know he was on, but I was highly into something that night. I know he was on there, and I was
He
there,
was playing
but
zombies.
I didn't get to see it.
So his video was on his MySpace, which I don't even.
It was
know
on
if
my
that exists anymore.
MySpace? Seriously?
It was, yeah.
Yes, at one point I had a MySpace account back in the freaking 90s sometime. MySpace. I I do remember no telling what I weighed back then, but it couldn't be as much as I am now. He got bucked off. Yeah, I definitely got bucked off myself. Those little mechanical bulls, they're fine until somebody really gets a hold of that joystick. I think they were only being that aggressive with dudes. So when I got
Well,
on there, he
imagine
just
being on a
slung
real
my
one.
ass.
They kind of got a mind of their own.
No, this guy had a joystick. John Wayne's
Yes,
in
I
here?
know that's how it works. With he said he's driving, he's listening.
I didn't even see where he said how come I don't see that? Anywhere.
Because I don't. It was like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, there it is.
CDC.
Sorry,
What
guys.
would
I'm
I
on the
make video?
road driving, but I'm listening.
I just said that. What would I make videos of? I don't. I mean,
John Wayne, I hope you're doing good. We're counting down the days, man, until you can fly again. I know you are so anxious to get back up in the air, but I'm just glad you're healthy, dude. And that's the main thing. You know, health is number one. So you take all the time you need. You'll be back in the air again.
I guess John Q. I don't know. Only one way to find out. Let's fucking look it up and see if it exists.
John Wayne and Bill H are my like hero same age. Well, I'm not gonna say we're the same age. They obviously have a few years on me, but we're older paramotor pilots that still can get up in the damn air. We're not gonna let our age stand in the way of us getting in the air and flying. Damn it. And John Wayne will tell you, hey, I just barely make it in the air, but he knows what the hell he's doing. He can get his ass in the air anytime he wants to. And same with Bill H. Get right up in the air, no problem. I'm still waiting for Bill to fix that damn trike and take it up in the air. I'm waiting to see that. And you're taking a while, Bill. I know you told me like 3 months ago, I'm going to get this trike going. I want to see the video. Where's it at? Come on, Bill. Let's get it done, man. Let's get it done. Fly that trike. It's a perfect time to do it in the winter because then if you fly a trike in the winter, you can put on all the clothes you want to stay warm and still fly the trike. I could do that. But mine is, I have another hurdle. I still have to deal with Langley Air Force Base to ask permission. So not only do I have to bundle up, but then if I go over there to fly and then I call them and they say, no, you can't fly, I have to turn my head down and come back home, which would suck. John Wayne, the living legend. You did a hang check. It ain't right yet. Okay, Bill, as long, you know what? That's progress. I will let you continue.
Well, I found your MySpace.
You found my MySpace? It's still
I
around?
did. Yeah.
Holy
did.
crap.
You're
I've
on
not even
there
tried
as-
to log into MySpace since I don't even know how long ago.
You're on there as Scuba Sport.
Scuba Sport?
I found you. Let's see.
How do I sign in? Invalid email or password. Let me try my old password because nope, invalid. Everything's invalid. Let's try a really old password. That didn't work either. I don't know how to. Let me hit forget password.
All right. It says the app is not active, so I think it still exists.
Does it
but
have a hyphen in between scuba and sport?
No.
Okay. Let me see. Password request sent. Let me see if it'll let me log, if it sent me my password request. Oh, it did. To change your password, click on this. Okay, there we go. New password. Whoa, whoa. No, not search MySpace. I'm trying to put in my password here. You son of a gun. Reset password. Your password has been reset. I have read and understand the rules. I agree. Now, how do I get to my stuff?
I don't know.
Photos, videos. Oh, riding the bull. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to click on that. Let me see what happens. I hit play. It's just sitting there. If this will show, I will show you guys. But right now, it's just sitting there.
Yeah, I can't remember any of my information. I don't even know my damn username to log in.
It's not playing. It's just sitting there. Me trying
Yeah,
to ride the mechanical bull. It's harder than it looks for sure. That's what I put.
like none of the videos are I don't see anything except like a square with a photo in it. The only thing I can see is your profile picture.
I mean, I uploaded that in 2008 in September. It's been played 9 times. Okay. And now I can't even get into it. Wait, it's still trying to play it. I mean, yeah, it won't play. That's unfortunate. Well, I try, guys. Exit full screen. All right. It's on MySpace. I mean, what can you expect? At least I can log into it now. Yeah, it would have been cool to see because that's from 2008. that's really old. So it's almost 20 years ago. But it won't play the video. I mean, I tried everything I could.
Yeah, I don't know if if it's technically still up and running, you know what I mean? Might be just like an archived
It
site.
says it's 55 seconds.
Told you it didn't last long.
It acts like it just won't play with this player that they have on here. Can I download it? That would be nice. Escape. Let me see if I can download it. That would be epic. Riding the bull. Open link in new tab. Let me try that. That didn't work. It's just spinning. Edit, add videos. Luke taking a spill. Let me see if that one plays. No. You suck, MySpace. And not even that one plays. None of them are playing. Come on, it's only like 20 years old. Why wouldn't it play? Like, queue, delete, share, add to mix, link, embed. Yep, won't work. I tried everything. All right, screw it. Hello, Brett. You caught us right at the end here, bud. If I can ever get that video to play, I will try to save it to where I can show you guys. It's honestly, it's a really quick video. It shows me get on the bull and get thrown right off, which it looks like it's barely moving, but trust me, that thing spun around and shot me right off there. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Make sure you get all your Christmas shopping done. I still have a lot to do myself, which is not going to happen until the 15th of this month. And then I have to get it all done really quick. But the snow finally stopped. We got no snow, Linda. I don't know what you're talking about. There's no snow here. No snow. We will catch you guys next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Y'all have a great night and a great weekend. And until next time, peace out.
Good night.